She yelled, "Why can't you see my kids matter more than your dreams?" About my startup, I said, "Now I see clearly. When my app sold for 7 figures and I didn't include her in the windfall, my dreams suddenly mattered." I, 32 male, had been with Melissa, 34, for 4 years. Not married, but living together for the last 2. She had 2 kids from a previous relationship, boy 9 and girl 7. Good kids, honestly. Their dad paid child support, but wasn't really involved. I'd been working on an app for the last 18 months. Nothing fancy initially. A productivity tool for remote teams that synced calendars with project deadlines and automated daily stand-up reports. Boring stuff to most people, but I saw a gap in the market. Here's how it worked. I had my regular job, software developer 9 to 5, decent pay. After work and weekends, I'd put in another 20-30 hours on my app. I set up in the garage with my laptop, a space heater, and a mini fridge. My little startup cave. Melissa hated it from month 1. "You're never around anymore. The kids miss you. We need you here, not in the garage." I tried explaining that this could change our lives, that if the app took off, I could quit my day job, we'd have financial freedom, the kids' college would be paid for. If it takes off, you're chasing maybes while we need you now. 6 months ago, everything came to a head. I'd gotten interest from a major company. They wanted a demo, potentially to acquire. I needed 2 weeks of intense work to polish everything for the presentation. That's when Melissa lost it. "You're seriously going to spend another 2 weeks ignoring us for your stupid app?" "It's not stupid. This company could buy it. This could be huge for us. There is no US in this. It's just you and your fantasy. My kids need stability, not some dreamer who thinks he's going to be the next tech millionaire. I'm doing this for us, for the kids' future." That's when she said it. Screamed it, actually. "Why can't you see my kids matter more than your dreams?" I stopped, looked at her, really looked at her. "Your kids, not our family. Your kids, you know what I meant?" "No, I know what you said, and you're right. Your kids matter more to you than my dreams. Now I see clearly. Don't twist my words. I'm not. You've made it clear. I'm just the stability, the paycheck, the guy who helps with your kids while abandoning his own ambitions." I moved out that night, grabbed my development laptop, my clothes, and crashed at my buddy Terrence's place. Melissa sent a few texts over the next days, ranging from angry to apologetic to angry again. I didn't respond. I had a presentation to prepare. Update 1. The presentation went better than I could have imagined. The company didn't just want to buy my app. They wanted to hire me as a consultant for the integration. The initial offer was $850,000 for the app, plus a $200,000 a year consulting contract for 2 years. I negotiated up to $1.2 million for the app. I signed the papers on a Tuesday. The money would transfer in 30 days after technical review and legal stuff. I didn't tell anyone except Terrence and my lawyer, especially not Melissa. We'd been broken up for 2 months. She'd tried reaching out a few times. Texts like, "The kids miss you. Can we talk? You're being childish. I still have your stuff." I finally responded, "Leave my stuff in the garage. I'll pick it up when you're at work." But here's where it gets interesting. Melissa's friend Carly works at the same tech company that bought my app, Small World. Carly saw the internal announcement about the acquisition, and of course, she told Melissa. My phone exploded. "You sold your app. We need to talk now. That's our money. I supported you. You developed that while we were together. The kids deserve that money. Call me back." 63 texts in 2 hours. Not kidding. Then she called from different numbers when I didn't respond. I answered the 5th call just to end the harassment. "Congratulations," she said. "Fake sweet. I always knew you'd make it. Thanks." "What do you want, Melissa?" "We need to discuss the settlement." "What settlement?" "From your app. I supported you while you built it. I deserve half." I actually laughed. "We weren't married. You kicked me out. You said my dreams didn't matter." "I never said that. I said the kids needed you present. You literally said your kids matter more than my dreams." I have it in text, actually. She'd sent a follow-up text that night, repeating it. That was taken out of context. "I sacrificed for your dream." "What did you sacrifice? Name one thing." "My time, my energy. I took care of the kids while you played startup. Your kids. That you chose to have. That you received child support for. That I helped with while paying half the rent and groceries. You lived in my house. We both rented. Both names on the lease. I paid half." She hung up, but she wasn't done. Update 2. Melissa hired a lawyer. An actual lawyer. She was claiming palimony, basically alimony for unmarried couples. It's rarely successful in our state, but she was trying. Her angle? She was a domestic partner who contributed to my success by maintaining the household while I pursued entrepreneurial ventures. My lawyer laughed when he read their letter. She knows you have money now and she's shooting her shot. Here's what Melissa didn't know. I'd been documenting everything, every rent payment, 50-50 split, bank records, every grocery trip, roughly 50-50. I had receipts every time she told me I was wasting time on my app. Texts saved. Every time she went out while I watched her kids. Calendar entries. The fact that she worked full-time and wasn't a housewife. Her LinkedIn proved that. My lawyer responded with a simple, Ms. Melissa has no legal claim. Mr. Name's intellectual property developed before and after their relationship ended. Please cease contact or we will pursue harassment charges. She didn't cease contact. Instead, she tried a different approach. She contacted my parents. Yeah, my parents. Told them how I'd abandoned her and the kids. How the kids were devastated. How she'd supported my dreams only to be cast aside when I succeeded. My mom called me. Melissa reached out. She sounds desperate. She's not desperate, Mom. She's greedy. She says the kids miss you. I'm sure they do. They're good kids, but she made it clear they're her kids, not mine. I was just the wallet and occasional babysitter. That seems harsh. Mom, she literally said her kids matter more than my dreams. Now that my dreams turned into 7 figures, suddenly she's interested. Mom went quiet. Then, oh, I see. But Melissa's masterstroke was yet to come. Update 3. The money had cleared, $1.2 million minus taxes. Yeah, that hurt. Minus lawyer fees. Minus paying back some credit cards I'd maxed developing the app. Still walked away with about $680,000. I bought a condo downtown. Nothing crazy. 2 bedrooms. Nice view. Good neighborhood. Put the rest in investments and kept some liquid for the tax bill that would come. Melissa found out about the condo. How? She followed me. I was moving boxes in when she showed up. Had the kids with her? That was low even for her. Hey buddy, the boy ran up and hugged me. I genuinely missed them. Hey guys, how are you? While I was distracted with the kids, Melissa was taking photos of the condo, the movers, the boxes, everything. Nice place, she said. Must be nice to have money for this while we're struggling. You're not struggling. You have a full-time job and child support. Child support doesn't cover everything. And now you're living like this while the kids who called you dad are wondering why you abandoned them. They never called me dad. You made sure of that. You're not their father. Your words. Repeatedly. She posted the photos on social media that night, created this whole narrative about how I'd used her and her kids, then abandoned them when I got rich. How I was living in luxury while kids who loved me suffered. The comments were brutal. People who didn't know the whole story attacking me, calling me heartless, a user, a monster. But here's the thing. I'd been smart. I'd incorporated my app development as an LLC 18 months ago before meeting Melissa. All development was under the company. The sale was a business transaction. Even if she somehow won a palimony case, she wouldn't. The app was never community property. Her lawyer dropped her after my lawyer sent over the incorporation documents and timeline. Apparently told her she had no case and was wasting everyone's time. Update 4. Melissa went nuclear. But not how you'd expect. She reached out to the company that bought my app, sent emails to their HR saying I'd stolen the code, that she'd been an uncredited contributor, that they'd bought illegally developed software. Huge mistake. The company took this seriously. They launched an investigation, pulled all my commit history, development logs, everything. What they found, every line of code traced back to me. Development started before I met Melissa. No evidence of any contribution from her. Clear proof she was lying. They sent her a cease and desist. When she persisted, they pursued legal action for defamation and tortious interference, basically trying to mess with their business. She got served at work. Her employer, a marketing firm that worked with tech companies, wasn't pleased their employee was harassing a major tech company. She got fired. Now she was really desperate. Started texting from her kid's tablet. You ruined my life. The kids have no Christmas because of you. How can you sleep at night? We're getting evicted. I almost caved on that last one. Almost. Then Terrence showed me her Instagram from his account. She blocked me. Pictures from a weekend trip to a resort. New designer bag. Definitely not getting evicted. Update 5, Melissa made one last play. She filed for child support. Yeah, you read that right. Child support. For kids that weren't mine. Her theory? I'd acted as a father figure, and the kids were dependent on me. The judge shut it down in minutes. We were never married. I never adopted the kids. Never claimed them on taxes. The biological father was paying support. Case dismissed. But the real karma came from an unexpected place. Remember how she got fired for harassing my app's buyer? Well, word spreads in the tech marketing world. She couldn't get another job in her field. Last I heard, she was working retail. The kid's dad, who'd been mostly absent, suddenly got interested when he heard about the drama. Went for 50-50 custody. Got it too, since Melissa was now unstable and had lost her job due to harassment and defamation. She had to move to a smaller apartment, sell her car for a cheaper one, actually struggle unlike her fake Instagram struggles. Final update, I ran into the kids at a mall last week. They were with their dad, Ricardo. Good guy, actually. We talked for a bit while the kids were getting pretzels. Heard you hit it big with your app, he said. Did okay. Melissa won't shut up about it. Says you screwed her over. I developed an app. Sold it. She wasn't involved. He laughed. Yeah, I figured. She tried the same thing with me when I started making better money. Suddenly wanted to revisit child support. Claimed I owed her for emotional labor or whatever. How'd that go? Judge laughed her out of court. She's something else. The kids came back with their pretzels. They looked happy, healthier even. You guys doing good, I asked. Dad got us a trampoline, the girl said, and we're doing soccer now. The boy added, they seemed good, really good. Better than when Melissa was using them as leverage. Ricardo and I exchanged numbers. Not to be best friends or anything. But he said the kids missed me and maybe we could do a baseball game sometime. I said maybe. As for Melissa, last update I got from mutual acquaintances. She's dating some new guy. Already talking about moving in together after 3 months. Posted about how he appreciates her worth and supports her dreams. She texted me once more. 2 weeks ago, single line. I hope you're happy. I am, actually. The app's integration is going smoothly. The consulting gig is interesting. I'm dating someone new. Rebecca, a fellow developer who actually understands when I geek out about code optimization. I told her the whole Melissa story on our third date. Her response? So she thought your dreams didn't matter until they were worth 7 figures? That's not a partner. That's a leech. Exactly. Sometimes people show you who they are in the clearest possible way. When someone tells you their kids matter more than your dreams, believe them. When they say you're wasting your time, believe them. When they minimize your ambitions, believe them. And when you succeed despite them, don't let them rewrite history. My dreams didn't suddenly matter when they became worth 7 figures. They always mattered. Just not to her. Edit. Since everyone's asking, the app was acquired by the company and integrated into their suite. I can't name specifics. NDA. But if you use any major project management platform, you're probably using some of my code. Also, to those saying I should have given the kids something, I set up small college funds for them. Melissa doesn't know. Ricardo does. He's managing them until they're 18.